The scoop of the century is a couple of wine guys getting whacked in Chile?
It wasn't the victims that caught my eye. It was their killer. I believed it was Mr. 47.
The bald killer clone? Come on, Jack. He's an urban legend. Even the CIA and your own FBI say he doesn't exist.
We say a lot of things, Rick. It's part of the job. Delgado was a very successful man. Successful men in that part of the world tend to be, well, call it security conscious. Not many people could have done this thing solo.
So you went running after a myth?
Myth? No. It merely caught my attention. One of my CIA friends was also intrigued. The opera incident heightened our curiosity. Have a look.
Hello, 47. We've got some business at the Paris Opera. There are two targets, the famous tenor and Richard Delahunt, the American ambassador to the Vatican. Our client claims they're behind a prostitution ring trafficking in boys and girls from Eastern Europe. Tosca is still in rehearsal, so there's plenty of activity at the Opera House and you shouldn't be too conspicuous. Ambassador Delahunt watches most rehearsals from his box. He travels with an armed escort, but there shouldn't be any other security to speak of. You'll get some cover from the construction crews renovating the theater for the new season. We've also left you a pickup in the cloakroom. In the third act of Tosca, the tenor faces a firing squad. That scene may provide a useful opportunity. It's a straightforward assignment, 47, but the agency's been having some problems in Paris. Use extreme caution.
Okay, so we're now in the third mission of the game. We've got two targets here. Alvaro di Alvade. The Italian singer lives and breathes opera, and he has a reputation of never being satisfied with his fellow actors. Alvaro strives for perfection in all things, but his single-minded dedication to his art has left him with serious flaws. His temper often gets the best of him, and he has developed an addiction to sex with the juveniles of both sexes. He has an avid fan in the U.S. ambassador, Richard Delahunt, and lately the two have become almost inseparable. Richard Delahunt. Richard Delahunt is a man living on borrowed time. He is constantly surrounded by U.S. bodyguards in tuxes and equipped with guns and earpieces, allegedly involved in child prostitution. He has created a lot of enemies, and he knows it. Presently, he spends most of his time watching his now only trusted friend Alvaro di Alvade rehearse as the lead tenor role in Puccini's Tosca, soon to premiere at the Paris Opera. The ambassador spends every moment attending these rehearsals, watching Alvaro di Alvade's every move from his lodge with a sordid fascination bordering on obsession. Okay, so we're gonna take out both of these guys, and this is one of my more favorite levels in the game. I like this level a lot. Okay. We're also gonna get the better scope. Get that right now. Okay, let's do this. So this is the opera, and this is one of my favorite missions in the game.
Here is your jacket, sir. Don't you want the jacket, sir?
No, just needed something from one of the pockets. I'll pick it up later.
So in the pocket, there was this real World War I semi-auto pistol. It's a Mauser pistol, and you can actually swap that out for the prop gun because the opera that's playing is World War I themed. So the way that I like to do this is I like to wait for these two maintenance workers to show up here at the beginning of the mission. They'll always show up here. They'll have a conversation. One will go inside the bathroom. That's the best time to get to this guy's. And we're gonna get Silent Assassin, so we're not going to kill anybody except the targets. So both Richard Delahunt and Alvaro the Alvade are terrible people. They're involved in smuggling people across Europe. We're gonna get rid of both of them. Okay, this guy's not dead, he's just sedated. Okay, now we're gonna take the rifle case. Take that. This is definitely one of the most memorable missions. So here's what I do. I go down into the basement. Okay, wrong door there. This door. This will take us up to the stage floor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up here. The opera is right below there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna place a bomb on this. That's the chandelier. Now we gotta get back downstairs. Now we go this way.
Putain d'installation électrique d'avant-guerre.
Go in here. On this table, this key card. Take that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up to the top floor here. There's Richard Delahunt. He's protected by 2 Secret Service guards in the front and the back, so 4 in total. Okay, now we just wait for the opera to start again. This is where this comes in handy now.
Una commedia, lo so, ma questa angoscia eterna appare. Ecco, apprestare gli occhi.
Gotta time this right when the shot happens. It'll cover the sound. Got him. I didn't need a suppressor for that because the opera sound covered the shot. He's down there. Okay. Richard Delahunt is gonna realize what happened in a moment. We gotta get downstairs quickly. They're gonna realize he's dead in a moment. Richard's gonna be running downstairs now with his Secret Service guards. This is the best time to act now. Watch this now, guys. Got him. Chandelier crushed him to death. Now we just gotta get out of here. I love the soundtrack in this game. We leave now. Contract complete, both targets dead. Silent Assassin rating, perfect. Silent Assassin wanted by police. Alvaro de Alvade killed. Police suspect Blood Money is involved. Paris police confirmed this morning that world-famous tenor Alvaro de Alvade and U.S. Embassy Secretary Richard Delahunt were found dead at the famous Garnier Opera House yesterday. Investigators also report that a shot was fired, and it was probably the one that killed one of the victims. The police have stated the lack of witnesses is making this an especially difficult case to investigate. The police have absolutely no clue of the killer's appearance, and nobody claims to have seen him or her. Alvaro de Alvade's perfectionism was legendary in the opera world, where it paid off in terms of the consistently astonishing technical brilliance of his performances, but it had its dark sides. Rumors of an explosive temper and an eccentric sexual appetite dogged him throughout his otherwise illustrious career. Some leading ladies of the opera refused to perform with him. Some operas blacklisted him. In 1997, a Bulgarian court attempted to prosecute him for the statutory rape of a 13-year-old girl. The case was ultimately dropped when the girl first declined to testify, then simply disappeared. It's probably because he had her killed. Prosecutors even tried to pin the girl's disappearance on de Alvade, but her body was eventually discovered in a hollow at the bottom of a steep ravine, and her death was ruled a suicide. He definitely killed her. The episode hurt de Alvade professionally. Although he was never convicted of a crime, his reputation had been soiled enough to reduce international demand for his performances. Critics have called him the greatest cavaradossi in the history of opera, and whatever his personal failings, his performance in the production of Puccini's Tosca was eagerly anticipated by opera enthusiasts. So, we got rid of both him and Richard Delahunt, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll end this part here.